Hi there. Today I'm taking a walk around St Mary's in the Isles of Scilly. I catch a boat in the morning from St Agnes, the island I'm staying on, to Hughtown in St Mary's, the largest of the islands here in the Isles of Scilly. Hughtown is the largest settlement in the Isles of Scilly and is home to a little over 1,000 people. The town has plenty of shops and busy in the summer with holidaymakers. I stop in for a cream tea while I'm in town, and as I'm in Cornwall, I do as the Cornish do. After all, I wouldn't want to get deported. I head over to Porthcressa Beach where you'll find the visitor information. I then head up to Church Street towards and past the Church of England Parish Church, built in 1838 that replaced the Old Town Church, which is where I'm actually heading towards. There's an honesty box along the way. You'll see quite a few of these dotted around the islands on your stay, all stocked with local produce. I arrive at the Old Town Church. This Anglican church was built in the 12th century. Rebuilding was carried out between 1660 and 1667, while further improvements were carried out in 1743. By the 19th century, it was derelict, and under the orders of Augustus Smith, Lord Proprietor of the islands, it was restored. The graveyard itself is a very sobering experience, highlighting the dangerous seas that surround the islands. In my last video on St Agnes, I mentioned the wreck of the Plympton. This is the grave of Charles Mumford, the man from Hughtown who tragically lost his life unloading grain from the stricken ship. There are 3 mass graves here with the remains of unidentified victims from the shipwreck of the SS Schiller, a terrible tragedy worthy of a separate video itself. The SS Schiller was a German ocean liner that operated between New York and Hamburg and was wrecked in May 1875, when in thick fog she ran aground on the Western Rocks near the Bishop's Rock lighthouse. Attempting to reverse the ship out from the rocks, rough seas flung the ship broadside 3 times against the rocks, wrecking the ship. Several lifeboats were unseaworthy due to being poorly maintained or damaged during the wreck. 335 souls were lost, with only 37 survivors, one of the worst in British maritime history. There are some notable people buried here, including Harold Wilson, who was twice Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. I leave the church and head towards Old Town, the oldest settlement on the island. In medieval times, this was the main harbour, administrative centre and settlement of the Isles of Scilly. It declined with the development of the garrison and the neighbouring Hughtown. I'm making a separate video on the garrison and Harry's Walls, a 17th century fort, so please keep an eye out for that. Out on Tolman Point here, there's an old pillbox with commanding views of the coast. This is Porthminnock, and this section has some great coastal views along the way to the runway of the airport. You can fly here to St Mary's from Land's End, Newquay and Exeter Airport with the Isles of Scilly Skybus, a fixed-wing aircraft. You can also fly by helicopter from Penzance. I really hope you're enjoying this video, so please pop down and give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. The path goes along the runway of the airport, so you might have to stop here and wait for the green light before you can proceed. Here at Giant's Castle, the auxiliary ship SS Broadfield ran aground on the 13th of November 1916 while sailing from Le Havre to South Wales. No cargo was aboard at the time, and several unsuccessful attempts to refloat her were made. As I come to Porthhellick, I come across another pillbox. This one is all locked up though. At low tide, a wide expanse of sand and rocks are exposed here, and a bar of fine shingle provides a barrier from the sea to form the largest area of, usually, fresh water on St Mary's. The area is an important feeding station for migrating and wintering birds, and in 1971 was designated as the Higher Moors and Porthhellick Pool Site of Special Scientific Interest due to the wide diversity of habitats and several rare and notable plant species. I now head up through the nature trail that takes me through the higher moors. It is a great spot for bird watching, and hides are available to observe in comfort. This is the Holy Vale Nature Trail that takes you through ancient trees, many of which elm trees, a rarity on the mainland due to their loss caused by Dutch elm disease in the 20th century. I do find the islands to be a very special place. I don't know if it's the pace of life, the remoteness of the islands, or even all you have to worry about is what delicious food I'm going to eat that day. But I've never experienced the level of tranquility that I can achieve while I'm here on these islands. I could stay here forever. The islands are full of colour. It was June when I shot this video, and it's a great month for the wildflowers. The farming of flowers for the mainland markets has existed since 1879, when wild narcissi were a hit in Covent Garden Market, making it the second biggest industry on the islands, next to tourism. As I pass the store, I see a sign for World Champion Pasties. It's an opportunity not to miss. So I buy one and head to Porthmelon Beach to see if it's worthy of such an accolade. Long story short, it was. What a great spot to stop and take a break as well. Walking past the town beach, I head into town and towards the dock where I catch a boat back to St Agnes. The farm shop is still open, so I treat myself to delicious Troy Town Farm ice cream. What a perfect day it's been. Well, that's it for now. So until next time, take care.